Hello, callers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Atletico forward Yannick Carasco, as it has been reported that Barcelona are not thinking about the 29-year-old Atletico Madrid forward signing amid other priorities. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then, secondly, in this episode, talking about Sergio Busquets, as it have been reported that the Barca heavyweight delays exit decision after receiving offer from Qatar. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Rumored heavily to be Barcelona's successor on the left wing, Carrasco's signing now looks to be in jeopardy. After careful evaluation of the visibility plan and restrictions imposed by La Liga, it appears that Atletico Madrid winger is no longer a realistic option. Despite Barcelona's best attempts to create as much leeway possible in their proposed viability plan, an array of exit operations have to be carried out first, which obstructs Barca's ability to acquire all the targets. At the moment, a list of priorities has been drawn up. This includes the defensive midfielder, an attacking midfielder, and a center forward. Xavi, in an interview, recently claimed Busquets' replacement has to be a very high-level player. We also need a creative midfielder and a striker, he said. According to Javi Miguel of AS, with these profiles holding the most weightage, Carrasco signing does not engender much consensus anymore in the Barca headquarters. Yannick Carrasco and Ace Abdi are two players that have been incorporated into the sports area for a considerable amount of time. With regards to the former, an agreement had even been struck with Atletico de Madrid in principle this January to have him join Barcelona beginning 2019-20 season for a sum close to 15 million euros. The major barrier is the La Liga penalty, which wards off Barcelona from operating within the boundaries 1v1. This forces Barca to go through the 40% hoop in all of its activities, meaning that they will only be able to enter 400,000 euros in transfers for every million that is sold. Considering the arrival from Abde from loan and the increased likelihood of Ferran Torres' stay, Carrasco would merely be a luxury signing that the club at this point in time cannot afford. A lot of hiccups still in this window. Despite La Liga approving our financial viability plan, it still come as surprising after Alba, Busquets, Piqué have left the club this season. Why are Barca still going through a lot? And it seems like to sign the priority players, not all of them will be done. And a lot still needs to be answered. A lot. A lot. When we look at our other rivals signing top quality players, and we see the position that we are still suffering despite our veterans who were the ones to be blamed for for their high salaries that will prevent Barca to bring in top players and so on and so forth. Even after they have left the club, we still talk about financial issues or wage bill issues all the time, and I don't know what's happening. By the way, Yannick Carrasco has long been linked with Barca for the left wing spot, which has been one of the priorities. But recent reports claiming that there was a meeting that took place some days back by the coaching staff and the board, and they discussed on transfer plans. And from the look of things, going for a left winger and a right back has really cooled down. And for me, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. They need to strengthen those positions. They need to strengthen those positions. We need a left winger. We need a right back. And if Barca think that they won't be able to go for that, or they will not put that at the top of their priority list, then they are making a big mistake. They are really doing that. So what if Busquets didn't, or what if Busquets did extend his contract and Alba never decided to leave, and even Piqué decided to finish up the season? That means we couldn't sign any single soul. Could that be possible? Maybe. Because it seemed as though if those players didn't leave, nobody could have joined Barca. Nobody could have, in fact, we couldn't have been thinking about any transfers. So a lot still needs to be decided, and I think good decisions will be very necessary for this club to come back and compete, especially in European trophy next season. A lot still need to be decided. Yannick Carrasco's move has been talked about lately a lot, as it has almost been ruled out according to multiple reports, especially after the meeting that was discussed. Of course, the transfer plans were being discussed. So as it stands right now, Barcelona are only focusing more on the DM, the new defensive midfielder to replace Busquets, and also maybe a backup striker to Lewandowski. That's the two top priorities on Xavi's agenda as it stands. Well, let's see if with time things will change, but I think they should really think about things very thoroughly, because I think they need to strengthen, bringing a new right back. As Conde said, he does not want to be playing right back anymore, as well as bringing a left winger. A left winger is needed because most of Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, they have not been doing well, except that they change their form comes back next season. But most of those players like to play at the right, except for Ansu Fati. Then on to the final story of discussion. After Lionel Messi decided to join Inter Miami in the summer, the focus has been on Sergio Busquets as he chooses his next destination. The veteran has announced he will leave Barca when his contract comes to an end on June 30. Busquets was expected to make a decision on his future today and had three offers on the table, according to multiple reports. Various reports have claimed that the Spaniard is favoring a move to Inter Miami to reunite with former teammate and friend Lionel Messi. However, according to Mundo Deportivo, Busquets has delayed his decision over his future after receiving late interest from a Qatari club, although the unnamed club have not made a proposal just yet. Their interest has been enough for Busquets to slightly delay his decision. It appears the midfielder wants to evaluate his options before he takes the next step in his career. He already has one offer from Saudi Arabia, who are offering him the chance of becoming the next marquee player, joining Saudi Pro League. The club that suggests Busquets the most, though, are Inter Miami. His agent has been already negotiating with MLS outfit, and the recent arrival of Messi could speed up the process. However, both the Qatari and the Saudi clubs are likely to offer Busquets a much higher salary than Inter Miami. So the midfielder is taking his time and is expected to take a couple more days before he announces his next destination. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.